In today's video, I'm going to be going over all the brand new card leaks that we just got. Okay, so all of these card leaks are in my Discord server, so the link is in the description, you can join it. I usually post them very soon after they are posted. Today I was a little bit late as I've had something going on, so I've basically been absolutely passed out until now. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the cards. So the first one is a 9-cost white legendary, which has cost reduction white and green. When summoned, if you have 2 or more green mana, rest 5 of your opponent's minions. If you have 2 or more white mana, put 3 cores as rest in your base. And when attacking and when blocking, you may put one of your 8-cost or lower minions belonging to the BS class in the active state. And this has no specific cost at all. Let me reiterate, no specific cost. So you can just play this, you can just run this in green. You don't even need to run any white. You can just straight up play this in green. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. I mean, technically you can play this in anything. Which, to be fair, is, you know, for 9, getting this when attacking and when blocking skill is maybe worth it. Probably not, but in green, if you're getting it for like 4 or something, that's really worth it. So, you know, if you run this in white, you'll get 3 cores pretty much instantly. If you run this in green, you'll rest 5. If you run this in a hybrid, you'll get both. And you'll also get access to this skill, which is insane. This card is very, very interesting. A cost reduction card without any specific cost that has dual color cost reduction is really cool, and I imagine we'll be seeing more of these types of cards as we get more cards revealed from the expansion. But this is a very, very interesting card. I don't know how good it is. I think it's something that's just going to have to be played with for us to really know. But yeah, very interesting card. Then we have the this 8-cost epic, 8-cost 3/2 with cost reduction white and a 3 specific cost. At the end of your turn, put all your minions belonging to the BS class in the active state. Then put all cores in your base in the active state. So that's very interesting. And when destroyed, draw 3 and then put 3 cores in your base. So if you play this card early, like turn 4 or something, it's insane. It's so strong. If you play this card later in the game, it's still okay, but it doesn't really help you win that turn immediately, which is what most of the expensive things in white tend to do. So how good will it be? We'll see. We'll definitely see. But this is interesting. Again, being able to put all your cores in the base in the active state with this, I think is just going to purely depend on how much core ramp there is in the deck. I mean, usually you tend to run Phoenix, and your forces in white, unless they get Phoenix cannoned, are probably hanging around. So it will be interesting for us to see how this card ends up being used. I think it's good. You know, draw 3, ramp 3 is pretty nice. It's just one of those ones where maybe later in the game it's less good, but we'll see. And the final card from the first little batch of cards we got here is this green minion, which is a 1-cost 1/0, no specific cost. When summoned, put a core on your other BS minion that has not received a boost, and passive, this minion moves into your base in the rest state. This is ridiculous. Like this is ridiculous, I think. So this gives 300 BP to something, and then when it's destroyed, either you put a core in the base in the rest state, or you can move it back immediately and get the double mana wrap effectively. This is staple 3 of. I very much doubt that this will not be a staple 3 of in green, and I would go so far as to say you will probably run this in white. I think there's a good chance of that, because it's looking to be a deck they want you to build towards running lots of cores in. And this will help you. Also, building your stuff up big and white will make you difficult to deal with. You can play this down, slap it on a Grand Woden, and immediately give it that skill. You know, I think this card's really good. The fact that it doesn't have a specific cost is what swings it as being so strong. But as we'll see with, as we see with this, they kind of are incentivizing a green-white color mixing, and this card really makes that doable. So Yeah, very, very, very interesting set of cards here. Let's move on to the next set of cards then, which was what we got today. And I know I'm a little bit late on recording this, but whatever. So we've got a green rare base minion. When placed, change one non-minion neutral mana in your base into a core. Very standard skill for these. Then, in your opponent's next turn, your player gets the effect whenever damage is dealt to your life or force, you get a core at the end of the turn. Sorry, you get a core. At the end of the turn, all core in your base becomes active, and this card cannot move. My word, what a card this is. So, immediately, you can see this being kind of crazy in green, just going off this first green card we got, because it very much feels like green is going to be ramping using cores to gain them lots of mana. So the fact that they're doing that means that you're going to be having cards like this that are going to restand like almost all your mana. You might not even need to be running Phoenix in green. Perhaps you can be running like Sphinx and Pegasus for protection and ramp. I don't know. Maybe that's the way it should be done. I don't know. But and the first skill there, whenever damage is dealt, you get a core. What a way to like de-incentivize attacking. If green is able to get some really strong generic card, or card that requires maybe at most one color mana, that like just board wipes like low cost minions or something, they're going to be really scary, because you'll play this and then your opponent kind of just can't attack, and if they're not attacking, you just like got a free turn without damage for no reason. So yeah, this is a very, 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 very crazy card. I'm pretty convinced it'll be wrong. Next is this 3-cost 2/1. This has swoop, and when summoned, add 1 core to one of your other BS minions that hasn't been boosted, and it's winged as well. So again, quite interesting. I think this is nowhere near as good as the green, as is the 1-cost one, because it's a bit more expensive. For 3, only getting a 2/1 kind of sucks. It does swoop though. So it'll sort of depend on, in the green deck, is a 3-cost swooper something you want? Would you rather have Alex? I think you'd probably rather have Alex, given that he'll draw you a card, since you probably already have a core, but if you haven't moved stuff into your base yet, you might not. So he'll be more ramp. It's an interesting question. I'm not convinced that this card is anything too special. Because it only adds 1 extra core, but maybe it'll test something that's really necessary. We'll find out. But it's definitely a cool card. And the final card in today's card review is this epic 3-cost 2/1. When summoned, put a core in your base in the rest state, and then if all your mana is rest, draw a card. I think this is really good. You know, ramp plus draw, you can't complain. So this is very good value to play on curve. You can shove it back into base immediately after as well, so you'll have, like, you know, this card would have gained you 2 mana and replaced itself, which is really, really nice. Yeah, I think this is a great card. I think it's much more likely to be seeing play than the bird. So, overall, what are my impressions of the cards we've got so far? So as a reminder, we've got these, we got a bunch of blue stuff in the last video, and we've got these green and yellow things and blue things as well. At the moment, I think blue looks really exciting. I don't know if it'll be the best, but I do know it looks really, really, really exciting. So I'm probably building blue at the moment. Yellow, probably looking to be just the best. It's straight synergy with the current deck. This is not even a new deck. It's just like you run the current really, really good cards like Kathleen and Angela. They seem like they'll slot right in, and you'll just be running a Battle Spirit engine. So that's crazy. However, you know, all this resting and giving you lots of cores is very, very interesting. You know, when we first got this 10-cost, the destroying core to your base to make this minion into the active state seemed maybe not so good, but now you know you're getting like 5 cores or something with the greatest of ease, and maybe this is a lot better. Yeah, just super interesting. Lots of really cool stuff. Blue looks cool, green looks cool, yellow looks really good, all these generic cards look really good. We're getting support for all the other colours as well, so I'm really hyped for the purple stuff. because purple's probably my favourite colour in the game, but blue's probably a close second. But yeah, I just hope they don't do anything stupid like give red something too good. I think it's okay for red to fall off in the next format. I don't think anyone would be complaining. But anyway, that is the video. That's the card review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please comment any other content you would like me to make or your thoughts on the cards that we have got today. And finally, please subscribe to the channel. I would really like to hit 1,000 subscribers, so you know, I'd really appreciate it if you help me reach my goal. Join my Discord server, link is in the description, and thanks very much for watching once again, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Cheers.